situation where you're walking with your friends and you guys are walking towards, let's say, a social event. And let's say that your shoes are untied. So you stop to tie your shoes, but you don't tell none of your friends that you're gonna tie your shoe or to wait for you. But we always have that one friend or that one person who will wait for you, right? And sometimes we'll probably apologize to them because they had to wait for us or they felt obligated to wait for us. But instead of saying, oh, I'm so sorry you had to wait for me, why don't we say, thank you for being patient? With that said, that is what I want to call breaking the sorry cycle. We want to learn how to appreciate others by thanking them, by them doing a small action of kindness. And we break that wall of feeling like a burden to other people when they help us. So what I'm going to speak about is the importance of breaking the sorry cycle. The first thing that I want to talk about is how to turn a negative situation to a positive one. The second point that I'm going to talk about is gratitude is powerful. And the third thing that I want to talk about is how the sorry cycle makes people feel better. The first thing, like I said, that I want to talk about is how the negative situation could be turned into something positive. Because when we apologize to people, we make it seem like we are a burden to those who are doing a small action of kindness for us. So save the apology for something that might be more meaningful when you apologize for something. Instead of apologizing, thank them. Why? Because your self-esteem will be raised and your self-awareness. You're thanking other people for doing something that they did for you. Why are you going to apologize for them doing something nice for you? Don't apologize, like I said, for being yourself, for them doing something for you. Instead, just thank them. You'll see how the transition could be very, very different. Why? Because gratitude is powerful. It speaks louder than apologizing. Gratitude is powerful. Why? Because, like I said before, you're turning a negative situation into a positive one. For example, if you say, sorry, I'm such a slow walker, you're already setting that negative atmosphere and you want to break that down. You want to replace it by saying, thank you so much for waiting for me. You're so sweet. Now, it's completely different. You're sending gratitude to that person and you're also sending them a compliment. Can you see how different that is? It is very, very different. Now I'm going to show you guys a few scenarios with breaking the sorry cycle. Okay, so here we have a little list that I made. So instead of saying, sorry, I'm super late, you want to say, thank you for your patience. Instead of saying, sorry, I took up your time, you want to say, thank you for your attention. Instead of saying, sorry, I rambled, you want to say, thank you for listening. Can you tell how different those two scenarios were? Right? Very different. Because gratitude is powerful. And you start breaking that burden because you don't make yourself feel like a burden. The last thing that I want to talk about is how it makes people feel better. So it makes people feel better because you're complimenting them for a nice action that they did for you. They probably didn't even think that they were doing something nice until you thank them. And when you thank people and you make them feel like you did something nice for them, it makes them feel good about themselves, right? When you do something nice for someone, doesn't it make you feel good? So we want to make people feel good about doing something nice. So this action can actually reinforce people to do nice things because you're giving that positive outcome by thanking them, because you're thanking them for doing something nice, so their behavior is most likely to do it again. To conclude, the 3 topics that I talked about was 1, how we can turn a negative situation to a positive one. The second point was practicing gratitude and how it is very powerful into people's lives. The third thing is how it makes people feel better. So, with overall about this subject, I wanted to wrap up about the importance of breaking the sorry cycle and how it makes you appreciate people and bring more positivity in your life by doing something so small like breaking the sorry cycle. So I want to thank you guys for listening to me, and like I said, I thanked you guys for listening to my presentation. Thank you.